Hey guys, so I've been doing periscopes, a lot of periscopes. Go to periscope.com, sorry. You're going to go to your Apple store or your Google Play, and download the app. It's free. It's a broadcasting thing. You can find other people that you want to follow, and they can talk to you live, so you can do live Q&As, because I'm getting overloaded on my website, on my YouTube channels, on my inbox, on my Facebooks, on my email, of questions all day long. So with Periscope like this, I can just freely answer to you guys live. So go and download the app, and my Periscope name that you search for is Steph, S-T-E-P-H, The Business, B-I-Z-N-E-S-S, or just click on the show notes to find out more. So really quick, the things that I want you to consider when you start the ketogenic diet. I'm going to do these videos and plop them in every once in a while, because you guys keep asking that same question. So number one, friggin' change your thinking, because it's going to be a journey. How long does it take you to adapt? This is something that is different for everyone. It can take from probably about 6 weeks to a year. It all depends on the level of damage that you have. It depends on the GLUT4 receptors that learn how to gobble up the glucose. Just remember this with ketogenic principles. If you want to be able to drop your glucose and up your ketones so they're in opposition, and you actually use those ketones, because we can lose them. If we're stressed out, you make the ketones and they just come out of your urine. We don't want that. So if you actually want to drop your glucose and use viable ketone gasoline and access those body fat cells and heal your autoimmune, you have to eat enough fat. So as you guys always hear me say, 200 grams of fat, it's a number I came up with from consulting over 1,000 people, that when people were around 150, they did not adapt. If you don't have a gallbladder issue, if you don't have too low stomach acid, if you don't have any issues with butter or anything that might be problematic for a histamine issue, then it should be no problem to spike that animal fat at least 100 grams. You can do 200 grams straight of animal fat, because that's what we're most made out of. Especially things like leaf lard are really great, because it's closest to the human fatty acid profile is pork, believe it or not. So if you want to look for good fat in jars, not only pork, like leaf lard, but also beef tallow, duck fat, goose fat, there's fatworks.com that have pastured healthy animals, or uswellnessmeats.com. Those are some places you can go if you guys live in the U.S. If not, go to your local farm. And if you live in other places like Indonesia or random places, Africa or the islands where people can't have a hard time to get pastured, non-GMO, corn-fed, injected, sick animals, just do the best you can, because that's all you can do. You want to work out before 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I used to say 3, but people, if they stay 2 hours at the gym, they're up at 5. That's going to spike your cortisol. Cortisol spikes your glucose, and no, that doesn't work. Get off the caffeine. I'm going to do an updated video on caffeine and why no caffeine, contrary to what everybody is reading about the antioxidant benefits and all this BS stuff, and what people really don't understand what's going on when you take your first sip of the 200 milligrams of caffeine, and how it affects your adrenal glands and the mycotoxins and other things, that it's a diuretic. But I digress. So you want to make sure that you go to the store. I did some really quick videos at Trader Joe's for those who don't have money to go to Air One or order from US Wellness Meats. How to go and just find non-cured, no sugar added fatty meats. A lot of people talk about that you can adapt on plant fat. We're working with 1,000 people. Haven't seen it yet. So if you guys can show me the glucometer numbers who are adapting on olive oil and coconut oil, and I can see you, I'm down to be open-minded to that. Not really, but I still am. I'm very curious. But ultimately, you need the animal fat. That's what we're made out of. Yes, the mono and the MUFAs, the PUFAs, and the SFAs. Those are the fatty acid molecules we're made out of, and they're the easiest to access, because it's a animal fat that's most likely to our own fatty acid profile. The body understands what it is. We're not made out of olive oil, so it's very hard to adapt on olive oil. A lot of people start to feel sick when they're doing too high levels of olive oil, and if you've got coconut oil issue, then that leaves olive oil. Seed oils are unstable, and so is olive oil. Not stable. Okay, so you also want to jack your fats up. You want to go to the store. You want to stock up. Be careful for chia. Be careful for coconut. Be careful for anything that can spike your glucose. You guys need cruciferous vegetables. You need to pull out the stuff out of your liver. People don't realize that liver detoxification is huge. It's the thing I'm starting to talk about now. I'm actually starting to say that you guys need to go do organic acid testing and find out what's going on in your colon, the leaky gut, the parasites, because if you're not adapting, you're not losing weight, these are the reasons why. It is way beyond calories. Everybody thinks it's all about calories. I'm going to do a separate video all about calories so you guys understand that 500 calories from steak and 500 calories from cookies do not break down, and they are not used the same way. They do not store the same way. Just to make things simple. Then you take a woman who's my age, 48 going on 49, busted knee, can't do zero cardio. No traditional cardio. I can ride my bike at a tempered slow pace using one leg more than the other. Yes, because I have a busted knee. 10 surgeries, pro skateboarder. Used to be. Our bodies burn and use nutrients different. It just depends on how much damage you have. So you can't calculate your body in numbers. Yes, you can't just spit out a number. The BMI is subjective. Everything is subjective. Even a person who looks healthy. Oh, I'm bouncing my shoulders. Whoop, whoop. Even people who look healthy on the outside can be incredibly metabolically damaged, have glucose numbers that are like pre-diabetic, but on the outside, they look fit. So I always say that your body is a reflection of your mind, so change your mind and that'll change your body. Or, you know, your body, if you look healthy, then you're healthy on the end. It's a very general term. In most cases, if you look healthy, if I'm not dehydrated, so we got to really understand what healthy and healthy looks like. Healthy doesn't look like a bunch of muscles, although that is something quite incredible. And to be nearly 50 as a woman with much less testosterone, to have myself hormonally balanced where you can still build bubbly muscle. That's something that's quite interesting. So I'm getting all into hormones and reproductive hormones and why men go through andropause and women going through menopause too soon and women having inconsistent menstrual cycles all over the damn place. Ooh, I got 3-day periods, so it's no, that's not natural, girls. 3-day period, super light. There's something wrong, yo. That's a whole nother subject. Pesticides, dudes, are making you women. They're your aromatase. You're having aromatase issues. You're having your free testosterone, your DHT start. I mean, men, you are just as much as a friggin' hormonal mess as us estrogen dominant women. Yes. So more videos to come. If you guys want to learn more, how to keto adopt, how to learn with me how the body works, because obviously the doctors want to send you out the door with pills and medicine, pharmaceuticals, chemicals. My bad. If you want to learn more together. Some woman said, oh, you can't teach people weight loss because you ain't never been fat. But I've been fit as hell. Right? So if you want to get fit, I'm talking about, I don't do skinny. Steph don't do skinny. If you want to get fit, whatever your mind's eye of what fit is, then, then hang out here in this little place. If I'm too hyperactive and distracted for you, keep it rolling, because I'm sure there's 5,000 other keto people that would love to tell you how it is. So guys, if you want to learn more, go to stephanieperson.com, as I still am doing consultations, but soon will stop because I've done a lot and it's time to evolve. But I'm still doing them as of yet. Go to Stephanie, the Business with Quotations on my Facebook fan page. Everything's in show notes. So if you don't catch it on me yabbering it, you can go and click on the show notes and it'll take you there. Stephanie Ketogenic on my Instagram. And the Periscopes is Steph the Business, which Periscope is glitchy and funky sometimes, but damn, what a cool app, right? Live conversations on Periscope with Steph the Biz, B-I-Z-N-E-S-S, Steph the Business. Peace.